Welcome to WJM TV, your gateway to endless entertainment. From pulse-pounding dramas to side-splitting comedies, we've got something for everyone. Get ready to immerse yourself in a world of excitement and adventure. Only on WJM TV. WJM TV, your ultimate destination for non-stop entertainment.
Welcome to the first episode of Real Talk, Women Uplifting Women. And I'm your host, Wayne Johnson. I know you don't see me on set, but we have this team here of Women Uplifting Women. And so I'm so excited to have all of you guys here today. And we're going to talk about some great important things. So we have 3 questions that we're going to be talking about today. At this time, we're going to ask the ladies to introduce themselves. You know, we have a team of 5. And so we know this is just the beginning of something great for this community.
Yes, it is.
Because in recent times, we had some events that will cause some people to start doubting the people that grew up here in Atmore, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people, Atmore is a great place. We've got great people here. But this group here, Women Uplifting Women. So with no further ado, we're going to ask them to introduce themselves to our audience. So Miss Lee, would you go first?
Hello, my name is Cordia Lee, and I'm the president.
And my name is Felicia Bishop. I'm the vice president.
My name is Gina Farrer. I'm the founder and the CEO.
Laura Petway.
Cynthia Daly.
Wow, that's a whole lot better. So, God, we thank everybody for being wow. And so let's get into our first question. What inspired the creation of Women Uplifting Women? And I think that would be a great question for Miss Jeannie. Would you expound on that for us, please?
Yes, sir, I will. Years ago, I watched my daughter go through a lot of, pain, brokenness, sickness, being in a relationship, a real bad relationship. And I remember going to God, questioning God, asking him, Lord, because I seen her pain, I felt her pain. Mm-hmm. Lord, what can I do to help her with this pain? Not only her, the other young women or the other ladies that go through different things in their life. And he gave me Women Uplifting Women, empowering women with the word of God. And when he gave it to me, Bishop, I kind of wow, God, Lord, I thank you. But then I began to ask him to create in me a clean heart and renew my way of thinking so this vision can go the way he wanted to go. And he's been doing it. And after that, I began to say, now, Lord, I can't do it by myself. Mm-hmm. I need you to guide me or lead me to some women that's going to help me carry this vision on. And that's where my team came from.
Wow.
So.
Wow. I mean, I feel it.
Yes.
And so, so we were talking, before we came on camera about KT, kitchen table. Mm-hmm. And so that's a kitchen table item that you were just were talking about. And so in each family, we have kids, sons and daughters that are going through things, trying to find their way. Mm-hmm. And sometimes they need a little nudge from us to give them insight and the ability to make the correct choice. Mm-hmm. But then when you explain pleasure and purpose and the outcome, so you may not be able to sit down and talk about it, but you just say, hey, could you sit down with me for a minute and watch this video? Mm-hmm. And it will explain, because watch, no pressure. The video is doing all the work.
Right.
And so, but that's on point. We thank you for that.
Yeah.
So powerful. So powerful.
And Pastor, you just said something about video. This generation is all about technology. Mm-hmm. And
you're right.
So that's something that really they can sit down and they can relate to.
That's right.
Watching a video.
That's right.
And getting an understanding.
Yeah, very, very, very powerful. And that's why we're doing this interview.
That's
because
right.
videos are very powerful.
They are.
And so once we know that, we can tailor and meet the needs of our community through examples, through things we went through, And so hurt and pain comes to us all, but how we get through these moments, And like I was saying before the break, women uplifting women. And so when you know your purpose, come on now. You know your purpose, come on. Come on now. See, if you know your purpose, glory to God.
And love yourself.
And
And purpose will also help you produce a plan.
That's right.
Because one of the things that I always say, and Bishop has always said this before, where there is no plan, abuse is inevitable.
That's right.
We have to have a plan. When we understand our purpose, then we develop a plan to reach that purpose and know, like, even with this group, I thank God for Sister Jeannie because of the vision that she has set forth, and it came through, personal experience with her daughter. Well, as parents, we have tools that we give to our children. The tools are there for them, but they still have to use them. So we have to motivate them, uplift them, encourage them to use the tools that are there. And that's essentially what this group is all about, lifting up the next generation of women that come behind us.
Which what we don't realize, a lot of people are watching us.
Absolutely.
And so when we encourage,
Yes.
when we reach out, when we just take a moment, you may be at the gas station and you see a sour look on a young lady's face, and you just take the moment, hey, just to break in and say, she up there getting $5 worth of gas. You just say, hey, go ahead and get 10. I'm gonna pay the other 5.
Right.
But that gives you a doorway for conversation.
Pastor, when you encourage that person, I mean, they can have a bad day, but when you come to them with just a smile, baby, you look good today. Don't just with that alone, you join them.
That's
believe it
right.
or not, because they have that utmost. They seeing you coming to them with that, and they say, "Well, okay, I can have a good day."
Yeah, because it's all about choices. And when we make that, the reason I said that was I did something for a young lady at the gas pump. And it was maybe 8 months later, and I was at some place, and she walked up to me, and I didn't realize, I didn't even remember.
She remembered.
Yeah, she remembered, and she told me what I did, and she said, I will never forget that.
Oh, wow.
And so when we do and reach out to our community, I was telling another guy, I said, man, we get some strong families come out of that, Mom. I don't care where we at now, in terms of where we at and, and where we're trying to accomplish to bring our families back to the kitchen table. Back to the table, and that's why I say we got this Lord's table here, back to the table where the table is when Big Mama and them grew up.
Exactly.
Oh, come on now. When Big Mama and them, it was all about
Sitting at the table.
sitting at the table.
Yes.
Whether it was correction, whether it was a leadership call, whether
Homework.
whether you had a bully that was bullying you, and Big Mama said, if you come home today, and you
We sit down at the table.
I sit down at the table. But communities and families were built from the kitchen table.
That's right. Yes.
And so we want to bring that idea back. It's already there, but just want to emphasize that. When I said that, I saw your mom, and so the leadership role that she played in the community.
Exactly.
You saw strength. You saw the realness of her. You saw love there. They would come up and hug the baby. And those babies were real. They were legit. Come on now. They were legit. They were sometimes a hug that carried you, even though you may be going through a storm. But those generals are not here, and so here it is. Now we see you coming in behind. We see all of you guys coming in, filling in women, uplifting women.
Yeah.
And so you start in Jerusalem, and then you take it to the uttermost parts of the world. Yeah.
And especially
It's it.
speaking on her mom.
Yeah, exactly.
She drove school bus, so she automatically had
Yeah, it was
me
a
at some
lot.
point in time,
Yeah.
and then she had my kids.
Wow.
One thing about it, it wasn't no worry when she got on my kids got on Miss Francis' bus. She was gonna take care of them. Anybody bother them,
That's right.
she was gonna make sure she pull that bus over to the side and stop and correct and check and make sure everything. She would tell my kids, I smell your grandmother's cooking up in there. My kids to this day will say something what Miss Francis have said, or mark her in some type of way. They actually did that, So
She instilled in me a lot. I get my gift from her, from caring about people and doing, because I get it from her, and I watched her over the years how she cared for us and other people as well.
That's right.
So
She was really a sweet lady. You could be feeling down, she'll walk up to you and tell you something, positive. I can remember some of the things that she told me A matter of fact, some of the things she told me have come to pass today, so she'll never be forgotten.
And I bet it all started at the
kitchen table.
At the table. At the table.
at the kitchen table.
It's totally amazing that majority of us, well, all of us deal with kids, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, on our jobs. And we have to do security now. We check their bags.
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, I'm checking bags, and somebody walk over to one of the students will walk over to me and say, "Miss Lee, give me a hug." I'll be like, "Thank you, baby. I needed that hug." I just reverse it.
Yeah.
But they really needed a hug from me.
Right.
They knew how to bring you in.
Yes.
And just like, Miss Daly, they knew what to say at the moment. And so back to the kitchen table, KT, man. And so here it is, women uplifting women. Real talk. So this is real talk. So we want to go to our next question. What is the main mission of women uplifting women?
So our mission is to educate, empower young women in several ways. We look at their mental health. We look at their personal engagement. We look at just getting to know them and reaching out and being a model. Sometimes it may be just financial. We do help with finances, but we also working on having classes such as career path, having different people come in and talk to them about how to purchase a home.
And I think a lot of what we do mainly is just providing resources for them.
Resources.
Because a lot of times there are a lot of resources in the community of Atmore that we really don't know a lot about. And so to be able to offer that information to young women, especially single mothers, as well as, single parents in general, because single parenting is a hard task to endure. And when you have resources that you can utilize that can help you on that path, that's what we want to offer as well. Not only offering those resources, but especially support. Spiritual support, mental support. Listen, we are in a dispensation of time right now. The young people say it like this: life is lifing. And I tell them this though: life has always been lifing. It's just the way we respond to life. And we have to respond to it the right way. We have to be on, have the right connections to be able to respond the right way. And so as women uplifting women, we want to provide them with the resources to respond to life the right way. Because life will always be lifing, but our response is what matters.
That's good.
That's good. That's all.
That's real good.
Use it. But relatable, but yet still profound. Nothing ever changes underneath the sun.
That's right.
But the people change.
Yes.
And so how we dealt with the issues that brought us to the place where we are, so you got the baby boom, you got the millennials, you got Gen Z, and you got Gen Alpha. So in all four of these generations, the baby boomers are retiring right now.
Right.
And so there's more baby boomers than young people.
That's right.
And so here we are with that skill set and knowledge that they brought to the table, years ago. So now we're in Gen Z, Gen Alpha. So here's 4 different mindsets, 4 different community that we grew up in. Some of us are able to be in all 4. I mean, know somebody that's in all 4. Yeah. And so here we are today. So and that's why it's so very vitally important that we have, like you say, women uplifting women. And so we use that term, been there, done there, got a t-shirt.
Right.
And so that t-shirt showed me it brought a negative or a positive result to my life.
That's right.
Through the decision that I made, through the connection that I made. And so what we're trying to do is we're not trying to control you, but I'm just trying to give you some advice.
And direction. And direction.
If you're a visionary, you're going to look 5 and 10 years down the road. That's what I'm trying to make you become, a visionary. A vision that you can say, hey, somebody told me about this. And so now when you get into that environment, you get ready to make the wrong decision, somebody told me about this. I see it just like they told me.
Yes.
So now you got enough knowledge.
That's right.
Because somebody explained to you what it looks like, what it feels like. And you took a moment to explain yourself from your position of failure, from your position of success.
That's right.
And sometimes when we get real with people like that, come on.
That's it.
It's more relatable when we at the kitchen table.
We have to be willing to be transparent.
That's right.
Exactly.
We have to be willing to be transparent with young generations, to be willing to share our mistakes, to be able to share our downfalls, because I don't want you to travel that same path.
That's right.
If I can help you, that's what uplifting women is all about. We don't mind our transparency, and I think I can piggyback off what Cordia said. All of us being affiliated with working with children for our professions, well, that's a God-given opportunity, because it's still ministry.
That's right.
And so every opportunity that we get, to be able to speak a word into a child's life, or to be able to encourage a young woman or young man, to be able to give them that hug, thinking that, that this may be the hug that they're getting today.
That's
to be
right.
able to, and you talk about the kitchen table, and I hope some of my young people at Escambia County High School see this video, because this is one of the things they've learned about Miss Bishop. They come to me when they're hungry. And I love that. I keep snacks, because I tell them, when I feed you, you're mine. So that means, you're mine. And I'm going to make sure that when you hungry, come on, Miss Bishop got a snack for you, because I want you to know that I'm here for you, not only to feed you in the natural.
That's right.
But I got some more nuggets to feed you with, too.
That's right.
Some life nuggets that's going to feed you
Piggyback
with.
off you, because they come to me for sound, concrete advice, for real, truly. And I'm like, are you asking me? Well, baby, the thing I can tell you, that failure is possible, but know that you don't have to stay there because you failed in some area. Look at your surroundings. Do you think absolutely that everybody in here to get how many no's before they became
a yes? That's right.
Yeah, that's correct.
And you got it today.
Wow.
And they move on.
And they move on.
This is just awesome, because basically we're talking about leadership as well. And so people say, well, what is leadership? If you got two kids and the older can drive and the younger want to go get ice cream, so you tell the older, take your little sister or brother to the ice cream store to get ice cream. That older sibling just stepped into a leadership
role.
So if anything happens, anything go wrong, we're going to go to the one that we gave the keys to, because they're in a leadership position.
That's right.
So we all step in leadership positions.
Yes.
But then if something go wrong, like a failure, so we get offended, because I didn't understand this for a long time, that when you're in leadership, the wind always hits you first.
That's right.
Come on,
that's right. That's right.
See, the wind's going to hit you first, and those that behind you don't feel the wind as strong as
that's
you do.
Right. That's
so
right.
you break the. Come on, go ahead.
Listen, I heard a wise man say it like this: when we succeed, it's because of the team, but when we fail, it's because of the leader. Because as leaders, we should be able to motivate, to be able to propel, to be able to push others forward.
Yes.
And that's what we are all here. We are all leaders in our own space, pushing women forward, uplifting women of our community, to motivate, to encourage, to help, direct, to guide young ladies, to instill in them the values and the morals and the principles that, yes, you are somebody. Yes, you are important. Yes, you will make it. You know why? Because I made it.
That's right.
Because I'm here. Because I fell down. Because I did that.
That's
yes,
right.
I had children out of wedlock. Yes, I was a single mother. But here we are. And so we all have that leadership role that we can be able to instill into our other generations, as you said, all these different generations that are coming behind us and are ahead of us, because, we're lifting them up and propelling them to move forward.
And
that's good.
It's totally amazing that each one of us has our own specialty.
Yes.
So, we're not all the same.
Right.
I may have be an expert in this area, and I can help one.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Right.
And, each one of us have our own specialty.
Your own cup of tea.
And
Our own cup of tea. Thank you.
And you know something,
This is at the table.
Yeah.
and you know something, as I sit and I think about it and I thought about it, what I went through in my life from teenager to now, I didn't understand it. But now I see what God was pushing me to. It was necessary because now we are able to lift up women, like you say. And, let them know you fall, but you get back up again.
Yes.
I had a baby I was 16 years old. But guess what? I didn't give up.
Right.
Because I knew that if I keep God first.
Right.
And I had to learn that at a young age, that the sky was going to be the limit for me. Was it hard? Yes. Did I have some hard times? Yes, I did. But I kept pushing.
Right.
And I kept being that, okay, I'm not going to be that single mother that don't have what, for my kids, that don't provide for my baby. I'm going to be that mother. I'm going to be all I can be. As long as I keep God first. And I push my own self and motivated myself with that.
Yeah.
So, to God be the glory.
To God.
You had that break in it.
Yes,
And
to
they
God
need
be
to know
glory.
that when something happens, just don't let it go. You can get that break in there. You can get that break. Just don't lay down.
Right.
Just don't stay in that position. Get back up and come on. Let's see. Let me show you something. Let me tell you something.
God is amazing. On my job, I had a couple of young females to come up there, and I was able to witness to them about the same issue that I had went through. Battles I had to come through, and failures, like she said. And I was able to instill in them and talk to them about go to God. Depend on God, only God to get you through. Pray every day, because that's what motivated me. That's what got me through it. It's praying.
Yes.
And those are foundations.
Yes.
And you ever notice when God people went through something or they crossed over somewhere, God said, put these stones as a memorial. So you can remember.
That's it.
Why did he choose stone? Because see, when you come back 100 years,
It's still there. It's still there.
That's good.
It's unmovable.
Good.
And so what I found out in life, you're going to meet some soldiers,
That's right.
some older people,
Come
some
on now.
middle-aged people that are like those stones. They are there for a memorial.
Yes.
Because when I brought up your mom, I saw her picture. See, those take you back.
That's right.
Yeah,
Built
way
you.
back.
Yes.
That was the encouragement when you was in
Absolutely.
the pit. Come on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And everybody kept walking by you, but she stopped and threw you a rope and pulled you out. So
That's
it
it.
refocused, it reshapes you. You revisit those markers in your life
My God.
that were a transitional moment in your life
right.
that causes you to stand up.
My God.
That's right. That's
I
it.
thought you were gonna make it.
Yes.
Let me go back to that leadership thing. Because see, when you step out front, see, I didn't know. Once I became a supervisor offshore in 1989. Very few blacks.
I was about to say.
Wow.
Yes.
1989, from 1989, I was supervisor. And so, but I started in 1980. But I didn't know when the criticism started coming. I said, man, they just against me because I'm black. I was trying to deal with me, never been here before. See?
Right.
So when you step into the road, criticism comes
with
with leadership.
It's
It's
coming.
like a glove and ball. You can't have one without the other. Then I started reading books on leadership. See, when people read about this, see, if you want to go there, this comes with it.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
See, we can't do no video without a recording mechanism.
Right.
So here it is.
It comes
The camera
with it.
comes with
With
what
it.
we do. Criticism comes with your call.
Come on.
Criticism
Yeah.
comes with success.
That's awesome. Yes.
So once you know that it comes with where you are in
Say
life,
that.
whether you're on the top, at the bottom, at the middle,
Yeah.
criticism always comes because you could call it accountability. So you're accountable for your actions. Go back to what? Pleasure and purpose. And this is what got me through that. I'll tell you, people don't know, man. Sometimes I was there trying to figure this thing out, tears running down my eyes. I used to, I still do, but not as much. I used to listen to a lot of Les Brown. Said this: if life knock you down, and it will.
And it will.
And it will.
He said, if you land on your back, He said, if you can look up, you can get up.
Yeah.
Come on now. If it's gonna knock you down when you're laying on your back, he said,
will.
you can look up, you can get up.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And so here we are. What I gather is here. If life has knocked you down, and it had we've all been there. And so what we're trying to bring to the youth, and I think this women uplifting women is, don't stay down.
Exactly.
That's right. Absolutely. Bishop, you said something too when you were talking about those stones, that many times the children of Israel were put in place as a memorial. I look at it like this. We could be the stones for the next generation.
That's right. Absolutely. That's good.
We are the stones. And so as long as we are in position, I don't mind allowing me to be a stone for you to step up on. Because I think about it like this in leadership role, we are who we are because we're standing on the shoulders of those that were before us.
That's right.
And those were before them and before them. All of us are standing on the shoulders of someone else. Well, I want to be the stone so that when the children come back through, they can stand on my shoulder and reach to the next level. I need you to go further than I went. I need this to be a reminder to you that, yes, you can make it through this point. Yes, you were down, but you came up. Let Miss Bishop be the stepping stone. I don't mind. If it'll get you to the next place in life, let's go.
I had a student came. Well, what happened was it was some kids booing her because she had won this, and I guess they didn't feel like that she was capable of having. And she started crying. Babe, let me tell you something. I said, come here. She, I'm all right. I said, no, just sit down. Let me tell you something. And I heard this, and I stuck a pin in him, like the old people now. Stuck a pin. You're gonna have a positive, and you're gonna have a negative. You're gonna have to have both of them to get a charge.
Whoa,
so
come on.
Know that whatever you got going, don't let this be your stumbling block, your stopping stone. You keep on moving with this. It comes out of a lot of things, such as they're not where you at right now. Don't let them deter you from what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go.
That's it. Stay the course.
Right. Stay the course.
And stay focused.
That's good.
Man, awesome. That's good, man. It's very, very good. So we're going to go to our last question, and this is it. Tell us about some of the recent upcoming events that's going to take place.
Well, one of the things we recently did was we participated with Atmore Community Hospital. Most recently, they had a health education and resource fair. So we had the opportunity to be out there to be a resource for young women and even the general public that came through our booth. We set up a booth, talked about who we were, what we were offering to the community. And as well, we were able to give away a free ticket to one of our upcoming events that we are going to be hosting in November. And that is
T-shirts.
Yes, we can wear a t-shirt as well. But we're going to be hosting an event called Women Rock. Go look at this. It goes back to that rock. It goes back to that stone.
Yeah.
Being able to allow them to stand up. So we're doing an event called Women Rock, and it's gonna take place on November the 8th. It will be at the club right here in Atmore, and it is an opportunity to women to come. It's a concert style, but it's also gonna uplift them through the word.
That's right. That's right.
We will also have vendors there, so we give the opportunity for vendors within our community to be able to display their businesses. So it's an opportunity for them as well, because again, we don't want to just uplift, we want to uplift the community.
That's right.
And so allowing the community to come out and have vendors, at this event, that uplifts their business as well. So we will be hosting that. It is a women rock concert. Our special. Excuse me?
Upon this rock.
Upon this rock. Okay, I love that. Yes. And so we will have a special guest, Psalmist Keela Richardson out of Pensacola, Florida. She is a recording artist, and we also have some of our local talent that will be there as well. Anyone that needs a ticket, see me. No, see any of our ladies. Yes. See any of our ladies. So we're looking forward to that event as well.
But that goes to show you that building blocks. Women uplifting women. Man, it's been a great interview.
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed it. And I just can see it on your faces, man. Y'all
We're excited.
Very
So excited.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And so we have another person sitting over there to our right that's being very quiet, Miss Danielle Reese,
Uh-huh.
better known nickname as Miss Cricket. So we want to thank her for joining us as well. So with no further ado, anyone would want to close us out. Last closing remarks, and somebody give us close out with prayer after the remarks.
Any remark? Jeannie?
Y'all just come on out to the event. I feel like I know God is going to move.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to be empowered by the word. You're going to get
Yes.
some good music. Like you say, we got vendors there. And just come on out and have a good time. Come on, women's uplifting women. We're waiting on you guys.
We're waiting to love you. We're waiting to support you. We're waiting to encourage you and to just continue to build the gap for women in our community. We want to prove to the enemy that as women in our community, we can uplift one another.
That's right. That's right. With positivity.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Positivity.
Well, you heard it here. Real talk, uplifting women. Until our next episode. May the blessing of the Lord follow you and keep you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
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 Welcome to WJM TV, your gateway to endless entertainment. From pulse-pounding dramas to side-splitting comedies, we've got something for everyone. Get ready to immerse yourself in a world of excitement and adventure. Only on WJM TV. WJM TV, your ultimate destination for non-stop entertainment.